Hi, hello, good evening to all dear students. For today's English class, we welcome Miss Vijayamalar from SJKT Glabang Chamopera with 8 years of experience of conduct English classes. Dear students, please prepare a notebook to take note on this session for your guidance. Okay, Teacher Vijayamalar, the class is yours. You may start your session now.
Thank you very much, teacher. Everybody. Okay, so today we'll be looking into a very interesting topic, which is information transfer, section A for paper 2. All right. Now, before we start, I would like to express my gratitude to KJ Education and Entertainment, to the whole committee. They are in collaboration with MGB SJKT Selangor for giving me this opportunity to be here on this beautiful evening to present to all of you, to be here to teach you, guide you, assist you on this topic today. Okay, so without further ado, let's begin. All right. So we'll be looking into section A, information transfer. Now, as you know, this section is in your paper 2. All right. This is the first part. Now, the first thing that you need to know is when it comes to information transfer, all right, there are two options. All right. It's either you transfer from a linear text to a non-linear text, or from a non-linear text to a linear text. Okay, so what does it mean by linear and non-linear? All right, I'm pretty sure you know what this is. Linear text means text full of words. Okay, you have a lot of words in it. Okay, for example, a passage, a story, okay, and so on. Now, non-linear means, okay, something which less word. Okay, you don't have too many words in it, but you have more pictures and graphics. Okay, for example, maps and so on as well. Okay, a timetable and all. So you'll be transferring from either one of this. All right. So, what are we going to focus when it comes to section A? There are four things that we need to look at. All right. So, the first thing is we'll be looking into the elimination and bracket techniques. All right. The next one would be selecting and placing the information correctly. Now, this is very important, okay, because you do not want to misplace the information. All right. The next one would be, of course, transferring your information appropriately. Now, when you transfer, what are the rules in it? So, we'll be looking into that. And lastly, yes, as I've mentioned, you need to comprehend the general rules. Okay, so we will be looking into the rules first because this is the most important thing before you move on to the other parts. Okay, all right. So let's look at the general rules when it comes to information transfer. Okay, so the first thing is spelling. All right. So when it comes to spelling, you have to write in a legible handwriting. Make sure when you are writing, your handwriting is clear, neat, and of course, the person who's looking at it should be able to read it. Okay, so your handwriting is very important when it comes to this section. All right, so I'm just going to give you an example over here. We have two pictures. Okay, so if you look at picture 1 and if you look at picture 2, which one can you read? Which one do you think is the correct one? Is it picture 1 or picture 2? Which one is it? Yes, picture 1. Okay, this is the correct one. Okay, as you can see, we can actually see the letters clearly. Okay, as you can see, the APPLE, the word apple, is clearly written. Okay, while if you look at picture number 2, can you look at the letter A? All right, the letter A seems to look like the letter U, okay, which is not clear at all. All right, so these are the common mistakes that occur when it comes to section A. So you have to be very careful in your handwriting. Okay, next one, spelling the words correctly. Okay, so when you spell words, I'm going to show you two types of example here. Okay, the correct ones and the wrong ones. And let's just play a simple game over here to actually see whether you understand and whether you can spell them correctly. Okay, the first word, competition. So what do you think is the correct spelling? Come on, you know this. Yes, Tition. All right, the last part of it. All right, competition. Now, the wrong one, it is actually referring to the spelling in the Malay language. Okay, so you have to be very careful there. Okay, what about this? Welcome. So, what is the mistake there? Yes, COME. Welcome. All right, now let's look at the next one, writing. Okay, it's correct. It's wrong. Yes, the mistake over there is the single T only. All right, there are no double T's. So WRITING. Now, this is a very common mistake that happens when it comes to writing this word. Okay, because we tend to stress on the T. So, hence, when we write it, we stress and write it as well. Okay, so please be very careful when you write this one. Okay, the next one, tomatoes. Yes, ES. All right, so you need to spell it under ES. All right, the next one, school. Now, this is very common. So, what do you think it is? Exactly, SCHOOL, school. Okay, all right, the next one. Now, the thing is, when you tend to write your spelling wrongly, what happens is you actually lose marks. Okay, you tend to be marked down. Okay, so your marks, you wouldn't be getting full. Okay, instead of getting 2, you will be marked down to 1. All right, so you have to be very careful when it comes to that. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Under spelling again, and we have two categories over here. Are you ready? Okay, what about this? Okay, now this section where you can actually look at the word given, congression. Now, what is that? This word is always spelled wrongly. So, what word do you think it is? Yes, congratulations. Okay, now even though this word is too long, okay, but the thing is, you tend to know this word because this is a very simple word. It's a common word where you use this a lot. So you have to spell it correctly. All right, so I see a lot of you here are actually typing in the chat box, okay, and you're actually spelling it out correctly. So, very good. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Let's try this together. Okay, what do you think this is? Dition. This is also a word that is always spelled wrongly. So, what word do you think it is? Come on, you can do this. Yes, decision. Okay, now the word decision is a common word as well, and it is tend to spell wrongly. Okay, all right. The next one, graduate. So what do you think it is? Graduate. Yes, graduates. All right. So this is also another common word which is spelled wrongly. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Interested. This word is always spelled wrongly. So how do you spell interested? Exactly. Interested. As you can see, the spelling there, that is the right spelling. Interested. Very good. Okay, and the next one, February. Now, if you look at this spelling, all right, now this spelling is actually in the Malay language. So, how do you spell it in English? The name of the month, February. How do you spell it? Yes, February. Very good. I can actually see many of you typing the correct answer. Kudos to you. Okay, so make sure you spell the words correctly. If not, you are going to be sitting like that little girl over there. Okay, we don't want that, right? Okay, now let's go to the next one. The next rule that you need to follow is on capital letters. Okay, so it refers to proper nouns. Now, do you know what a proper noun is? Okay, proper noun has four categories, as you know. All right, so we have people, animal, place, things. Okay, so when it comes to people, as you can see, this is the common error. If you look down there, okay, the name of the person is Jack. All right, and if you look at the letter J in the first one, it is in the small letter. Okay, it is lowercase. So how do you spell it correctly? Is it the second one, capital J A C and a capital K? No, that is also wrong. So the right one would be Jack. There you go. All right, so capital J A C K. Okay, very good. Now let's look at animal. So when it comes to animal, the name of the animal is Chomel. So we have the common mistake over there again. All right. So how is the correct one going to be? It's going to be like this. Capital C O M E L. Okay? Chomel. All right. Let's move on to place. Okay, for example, the name of a school, SJKT Valencia. And if you look at the first one given up there, all right, it is all spelled in the lowercase, small letter. And the next one is all in capital letter. All right, so these are the common mistakes there. So when you write the name of the school, it's going to be like this. SJKT will be in capital. The V for Valencia is capital, and the others are all in small letter. So very good. You guys are actually getting the hang of it. Okay, so for the next one, things. So we have the name of a society. All right, so English language society. And both examples given there are the mistakes, are the wrong ones. All right, so when you're going to write it correctly, it's going to be like this. The ELS will be in capital. Okay, so there you have it. Now, these are the correct ways to actually write words when it comes to proper nouns. All right, so please pay attention to your capital letters. All right, good job. The next one would be on add-ons. Okay, so remember, when you're transferring your information, you actually have some words that you need to add on. Okay, you won't be necessarily transferring directly from the notes given. Okay, so now let's look at the first one. All right, as I've mentioned, add on means adding words before the answer. All right, so the first thing is prepositions. Now these are the most common words that you will be adding to your answers. All right, so let's have a look. Now, the first one would be at. Okay, so you use this when it comes to a place. For example, at the office. All right, time at 8:30 p.m. So you use the word at, the preposition at, for place and time. All right, these are the ones that you add before the answer. The next one, on. So on you'll be using for days. For example, the competition is on Sunday. All right, so you can see the preposition on is used there. All right, the next one is in. So in will be used for months. All right, for example, we will receive the books in June. Okay, so the preposition in will be used before the name of the month, June. All right. Okay, the next one. This is also another common one. All right, by. You use them for due dates. Okay, for example, please send your names by 23rd May 2020. Okay, so by is commonly used for due dates. Okay, so please make sure that you actually grasp and understood the usage of prepositions when it comes to transferring information. Okay, you actually will add them before the answer. All right, so these are the ones that are commonly used. Okay, so I hope I'm going step by step and not too fast, and you could actually understand what is happening over here. Okay, the next one, we are still on add-ons. Okay, articles. Now, this one as well is very important. Okay, so we use the article a for consonants. All right, for example, next, add a spoon of sugar. So you have a over there. All right, the next one, n. Okay, so we have this for vowel. For example, preparation is very important for an athlete. So if you look at the preposition, sorry, if you look at the article N over there, it is used to refer to the word athlete because it is a vowel. Okay? All right. The next one would be on the, which we use for something specific. Okay? For example, we will receive the books in June. Okay? So the referring to a specific kind of book. All right? For example, maybe English books, English textbooks, okay? Something which you know that is there. All right? Something specifically there. So we use the books. All right? And this one as well, which is very important, dash. All right? Which is zero article. We use them for names. All right? Not necessarily you need to write the dash. That means you don't write anything. For example, please send your form by 23rd May 2020 to Mr. Chan. Okay? All right? So the name Mr. Chan over there, you do not put any article. That refers to zero article. All right? Okay, good. So these are the common articles that you will be using in writing before the answer. All right? Okay. The next one would be the symbols. Now, this is also very important because this actually gives you the clue, because it actually means there is a word over there. All right? For example, dash. All right, if you see a dash between the words given in the notes, all right, All right. So that is going to mean something. Okay. Now, for example, date. When you see a dash in a date, all right. For example, 23rd dash 25th June. So, what do you think the dash means over there? Exactly. It actually means it will be from. So, you begin with the word from 23rd until 25th June 2020. If you have a look over here, okay, we have the word from, and if you look at the dash here, it means the word until. Okay? All right. So this is very important because this is very common when it comes to information transfer. Okay. The next one would be on time. All right. We still have dash when it comes to a time. For example, 1 p.m. and then you have a dash 3 p.m. So what does this mean over here? Yes, it's the same. All right. So it will be from. You still begin with from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Okay. So the word over here, yes, this is very important. Okay. Because as you can see, the dash actually refers to 3 p.m. Okay. It is the duration of the time. All right. And the next one, another important section as well, you see the dash when it comes to days. Okay. For example, Monday, and you have a dash, Friday. So what does that mean? Yes, Monday. So the course will be from Monday to Sunday. So this is actually almost similar with time. Okay, so it actually refers to the duration, the amount of days. All right, how many days is it going to go on? All right, so this symbol, the symbol dash, remember, it actually could mean a lot. All right, so and these are the examples. Okay, let's go to the next one. Under symbols as well, comma. Now this is a very interesting one as well. All right, so we use this when it comes to a list. All right, for example, apples, comma, oranges, comma, kiwis, comma, grapes. So when you're actually transferring your information into a sentence, okay, you have to actually use this comma. And what does that gonna mean in a sentence? Yes. All right. So the last comma over here is gonna be end, the word end. Okay. So it's going to be apples, comma, oranges, comma, kiwis, and grapes. Okay. So remember, when it comes under a list and you're writing it in a sentence, this is how it is going to be written. This is how you're going to transfer your information. All right. The next one. For example, you don't have a comma, no comma. So, for example, the word water resistant, shock resistant. Okay, this refers to the state of a watch, for example. All right. So there you have it. It is water and shock resistant. Okay, so that is how you join them. All right. So remember, if there is a comma and if there isn't a comma, this is how you transfer your information. All right. Remember, it means a word. That means something is missing there and you have to fill it in. All right. Okay. Now, let's go into the steps. So we have gone through all the general rules when it comes to information transfer. Okay, the important things that we have gone through would be, what do you think it is? Yes. Okay, the first thing is your spelling. The second thing is your, come on, I'm waiting for your answer. What do you think it is? Yes, spelling and your symbols and your add-ons. Okay, so these are the important things that you need to know before you transfer your information. Now let's go into the steps of transferring information. Before you actually take the information and write it or you transfer it, there are certain things that you need to look at. Okay, the first one would be you need to read. Okay, you have to read what is given to you. Okay, all right. The next one would be eliminate. All right, you need to eliminate. Okay, what does it mean by eliminate? Eliminate means cut off. All right, you strike out, you remove it. Okay, the next one would be bracket. All right, I'm sure you know what this means. Okay, that means to highlight, to put in view. All right, to keep in your view. So you bracket it. And the last one, then only you transfer. Okay, so remember, what are the steps for transferring information? Number one, read. Number two, eliminate. Number three, bracket. And number four, you transfer. Okay, because I am going to be asking you again at the end of the session on what are the steps. Okay, so make sure you know this. All right. Okay, so the first thing is let's go to our activity for today. So I'm going to show you an example on how to transfer information for section A correctly, perfectly. All right, and we are going to tackle this section together. So I'm sure you're very happy at the moment. All right, so make sure you have your pen, your pencils, your notebooks, your notepads, okay? And of course, the heart to learn what we are doing today, okay? All right. This is the example, okay, that will be given to you, all right? All right. So if you can see, this is a non-linear text, okay? And they have asked you to transfer into a linear text. Okay, so this is the example of the question that we'll be doing together. All right, okay, so as you can see, all right, this is a very simple topic. All right, making mixed fruit juice. So we're going to make fruit juice together, and these are the steps. So we are going to transfer the information here for you to actually know how to make fruit juice. Okay? All right. So remember, what is the first step before you transfer your information? Yes, read the text or the notes given. Okay? So these are the information that is given to you. So let's read together. Okay, making mixed fruit juice. All right, and you can see the ingredients. We have fresh apples, oranges, seedless grapes, kiwis. Add, so what do you add? Fresh lemon, improve flavor of the juice. All right, so these are the information here. And then you have the steps over here. Step one, wash and cut all the fruits, appropriate sizes. Make sure juicer clean, well sanitized. Switch on juicer, put in the fruits. Okay, so you have to actually read them one by one. Okay, so that you know what are the words given. All right, and the last one over here are the tips. Fine strainer, clearer juice, drink fast, best nutrients. Okay, all right, so these are the information that has been given to us, and we have just read it. Okay, what is step two? Can you tell me? After read, what do we have to do? What do we have to do? Yes, step two is to eliminate. Very good. So you eliminate the information that is already in the text. Okay, that means you remove, you don't need to write them. So let's do this together. Now, these are the information given, and this is your text. So we are going to do this together, okay? So get ready. We are going to eliminate the information. Now, if you look at the first one, okay, over here, all right? So you can enjoy fresh mixed fruit juice in the comfort of your home by making your own. So this information is already here, right? So cut that off. All right? That is how you do it. All right? Good. Now the next one. Select a few fresh fruits such as, so we have the word fresh, and we're going to cut the fresh here as well. Okay? All right, suitable for juicing. And you can get a lemon. So we have the word lemon. So we're going to eliminate fresh lemon. There you go. Okay. Firstly, wash all the fruits, then cut the apples, oranges, and kiwi. So we have wash all the fruits. So we're going to cut the word wash. And the word cut over here. So we're going to cut that all off. So this is how you eliminate the information. Okay, you have to go one by one. As you read the text, you will eliminate the information this side. Okay, so moving on, we have the word make sure the juicer. As you can see, the word is over here. So we're going to cut them off. All right. The next one would be switch on the juicer and put in the fruit slowly. So we have that information right there in front of you. So just going to eliminate them. Okay. And the next one would be use a fine strainer for clearer juice. So we have the words over here as well. So we're going to cut them off. Okay. And the next one would be, it is best to drink it immediately after juicing to get, okay, so the word drink it immediately. Now the word immediately means drink fast. All right, so we will remove that as well. So there you go. All right, so this is how you eliminate the information. Okay, did you get it? All right, good job. Okay, step 3. Now, in step 3, what do we do? Can you tell me? What happens in step 3? Come on, I know you know the answer. We have already gone through step 1 and step 2. Now it's going to be in step 3. Yes, bracket the keywords. Okay, so these are the information that we have already eliminated. Now we are going to bracket the possible answers. Okay, so if you look at the first one, select a few fresh fruits such as. So we have gone through here and you can see there are certain answers here. So we're going to bracket them. There you go. So such as means example. So what are the fruits? Yes, apples, oranges, seedless grapes, kiwis. So that would be bracket over there. And you know what I'm going to do? We have to number them as well. As you can see, we are referring to the first answer. So you put in number 1. Okay? All right. The next one would be, let's move on to number 2. You can get a lemon to juice together to. All right, so as you can see, the information is over here. So the word to refers to this, improve flavor of the juice. Okay, so that would be number 2. Okay, so done. Let's move on to number 3. Then cut the apples, oranges, and kiwi that will fit into the juicer. So the information is over here. Yes, appropriate sizes. So we will label it as number 3. Okay, I hope you're following me. All right, because this is a very delicate step. So you have to go through it one by one with me. All right. Okay, the next one would be for number 4. Make sure the juicer is. Right, so make sure juicer is what? Clean, well sanitized. So these could be the possible answer. And we put in number 4. Okay? And the last one, it is best to drink it immediately after juicing to get. To get what? Yes, best nutrients. That would be number 5. All right. So as you can see, all right, now these are the most important steps over here. All right. So we have gone through the first one where we have read, okay, and the second one where we have eliminate. All right. And the third one is we have put in brackets for the keywords, the possible answers. Okay. As you can see, I've put in the numbers as well so that I do not get confused and I don't write it in a different place. Okay. Now, these are the techniques in actually getting to transfer the information correctly. Okay. Did you get that? Did you follow the steps like how I did? Okay, so let's move on to the final step, which is step 4. So, what do you think step 4 is? Come on, the last step. What is the last step? Yes, exactly. Very good. Transfer the information. Okay, very good. I can actually see all of you are coming up with the correct answers. All right, so we're going to transfer the information. So we have done all the 3 steps together. Now, the final step is to transfer the information correctly. Now, when you are transferring the information, remember the general rules that we went through. Yes, the symbol, the add on, the spelling. All right. So remember these 3 rules because we are going to apply the rules here. Okay. So let's go back to number 1, such as. Remember, these are the possible answers. Now, when you're writing these answers, can you see the comma over there? Okay. Can you see the comma over there? Yes? Okay. Now, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to zoom in for you. There you have it. So if you can see, there's a comma over there. Apples, comma, oranges, comma, seedless grapes, comma, kiwis. Right. So this is list of the fruits. Okay. So what are we going to do is, remember, the last comma is going to change into a word. I'm going to see whether you remember or not. So as you can see over here, we have the word apples, comma, oranges, comma, seedless grapes. Am I going to put a comma there? Yes? No? What are you going to put? What word is it going to be? Very good. And. Very good. That is the word. And kiwis. Okay? So remember I told you the comma? Yes. The general rule that we have gone through just now. The last comma will change to the word and. All right. So great job. You're actually getting it. And remember, do not write this in capital letter. All right. Because it's in the middle of the sentence. So remain small letter. Okay. Can we go on to number 2? All right. So if you look at number 2, improve flavor of the juice. So if you look at the sentence, to improve. Okay, what flavor? So this is going to be specific. All right. So we are going to put in an article over there. So what article is it going to be? Is it going to be a flavor or an flavor or the flavor? Which one would it be? Come on. Yes, the flavor of the juice. Okay? So if you can see, I've added the article the flavor because this is referring specifically to the lemon juice. Okay? All right? To the flavor of the juice. All right. Very good. Good job, everyone. Okay, let's move on to number 3. Okay, cut the apples, oranges, and kiwi that will fit into the juicer. So we have put in the bracket for appropriate sizes. Now we are going to add in another word. Now, anyone can tell me, how are you going to cut these fruits appropriate sizes? There's a word that is missing over there. Yes, into. All right, a preposition. All right, we're going to put in the preposition into appropriate sizes. Okay, so good job. You've got number 3 correct as well. Okay, let's go to number 4. Make sure the juicer is what? What do you think it is? Okay, now I'm going to zoom in again here. I want you to look at this. So we have the word clean, comma, well sanitized. So what is the comma going to be there? What do you think the comma means? What word is it? Come on. Yes, very good. It means clean and well sanitized. Very good. You're actually getting the hang of it. We have answered 4 questions correctly already. Okay, the next one, the last one, to get best nutrients. Okay, so I want you to put in an article over there. So what article? Best nutrients. A best nutrient, and best nutrients, the best nutrients. Very good. The best nutrients. Okay, so this is how you transfer the information like a professional. Okay, and if you can see, you can actually have an overall view of how are you going to transfer the information without any problem if you follow the 4 steps. Okay, let's go through it again. What is step 1? Come on, tell me, what is step 1? Yes, step 1 is read. Step 2, eliminate. Very good. Step 3, bracket. Step 4, transfer. And if you follow these steps, you can ace, you can get full marks for this section. All right? So amazing. You guys have done a great job. Okay, so for section A, what have we done so far? We have actually come to the end of our lesson today. So when it comes to section A, we have done amazing job, amazing techniques for information transfer. All right, we have gone through the elimination and bracket techniques. We have done selecting and placing the information correctly. All right, we have done the transferring information as well. So we have done all these 3, and we have finally understood the rules for this section. Okay, so I hope whatever that we have done today is super beneficial for you, and when you are able to answer this section without any problem. All right, so with that, thank you.
Okay, thanks to Teacher Vijayamalar for conduct this wonderful class today, and thanks to dear students too for making this wonderful session very useful. Teacher hope you all enjoy and learn something new today. See you in another day with new lesson. Thank you very much everyone. Bye bye.